Okay, so let's begin. Right there was the moon. That's the sun. Now, what you'll notice later on is that I should have wrapped those with saran wrap to keep the moisture in. We're going to have troubles cutting. Up top, I tried to make them Eggos, but the warm vanilla scent went a little bit dark. But there's little brown chocolate chips in there, sprinkles, in case you can't see this way. Doesn't really show up that well through the video of the phone, but it is there. And then I just dusted a little bit with Poppycock Mica by Mad Micas, and then I poured it in. See right there, I'm trying to show you the cute little sprinkles. Down below, those are the little eggies, the shorts is in the videos. Let's go to the recipe. It's coming, so get your phones out, get your screenshots, let's go. Couple seconds to go. All right, let's mix it up. Pouring in the lye water, soap nuts, lye water, which is aloe, and sodium lactate. We're going to get started with the pour. First, I put in the sun. Again, the sun is a little brittle because I didn't wrap it, and things are going to go pretty quickly because this fragrance actually starts to get thick. You're going to see, but it's still workable. Not as workable as I wanted during my gradient ombres, whatever you want to call them. I like them a little bit more fluid, but this was a test batch. That's a special order for already somebody who requested it. So I wanted to see how it was going to go. Here I am, I'm moving from the yellows. I'm just mixing colors within the cups, adding a little bit more as I go. On top of it all, now we're going closer to the pinks. I don't know, it's taking so long, but already in the oils, I already have the CBD isocyanates already mixed in. I got those from a company. It's not Essential Depot, but it's a very similar name. I will put the information down below. Whether I know how to do a link or not, I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I'll do. As you can see, we're starting to get a little bit thicker and thicker and thicker. Of course, I have this sped up because this pour took so long. And I guess that's why the quality might be a little off. So I'm trying a new thing, obviously. You can hear my voice. I am not very comfortable with that, but I'm trying. I would like to know down in the comments below if you would prefer the voice or the music and just drown everything out. I don't know. Let me know. As you can see, I'm making it thicker in the middle of each line because that's where the sun is. And I live on the Hudson River, really south, first county outside of the city. And when I see the sunrise, I see it thicker around the sun and then it going out in little areas and, of course, striations. So you don't have to be so careful as you're laying down the colors. You don't want them clean. You want them kind of messy and integrating with each other and mixing. So now that's the pink mixed with the grape ape from Mad Micas. Tickled pink mixed with grape ape. And then as you go, it's going to get purpler and deeper. And then we're going to go into the blues. So you've got the sun on the bottom. I'm going to start incorporating the moon. I don't know if I do that now or coming up soon with the next pour. Ah, there you go. There's the moon. That answers that. And the problem is, again, it's getting thick. It might create holes. My clients don't care so much about the holes. Yours might. You know, there's a lot of people that are very particular with their pours. I myself lose a lot of patience during pours. Love the designing. But then, you know, as the pour goes, I am ready. It's got to go in the mold. I'm out of time. I'm out of patience. I don't have that well of patience for a long pour. It drives me bonkers. So I work with what I can. As you can see, I'm not really so worried about the colors mixing up and integrating. In fact, I like it more because then you'll have little striations during the sunrise as you go, which is something that if you've ever watched a sunrise or even a sunset for that matter, there are always other striations of light throughout the pour. I'm gonna drink a cup of my coffee. I'm sorry, I am not used to talking so much. And this as a point, 4 minutes and like 50 seconds in, and I have like 13 minutes and 25 seconds to go of talking nonstop. I am not a talker. I'm an introvert. This is a lot for me. So please, again, let me know if it's appreciated, if this is needed. Look how thick that is now. I have my pot of my main batter to the side. You guys know I do everything with one pour. For these little molds from Brambleberry, they're about a 2-pound mold. I make 2 pounds of oil mixture, okay? That's not including my lye water, but a 2-pound oil mixture. That gives me enough to pipe on top as well. I don't mix separate piping batters. I don't mix separate piping in beds. I don't do that. I am too lazy for that. Everything is basically made with the main recipe, and I work from there, even when I'm doing my flowers. Here goes the last bit. Now, I love these, but you see those points on that third tier of piping? Unless you're putting an in-bed there, right? Those points are going to smash. There is no way around that. As soon as you wrap it and you ship it, or just sitting out and people are moving it, if they're not coming into the store to grab it directly, as soon as it goes through any type of movement to a park, transportation, for a fair, anywhere you're doing, a farmer's market, those peaks are going to go with this tip, okay? You got to put something on top of it. You've got to. So you're going to see how I handle that. I love these little eggs, by the way. I am obsessed with these little eggs that I did. I did this. You can watch the short. It's only about 15 seconds long. I used a macaron silicone mat for the white, and then I just put in these cute little circle yolks that I made right here. See, here we go, and we're just using a little circle tip right there, and I'm gonna put in some little, which I don't ever like to do, but I had them on hand, little melt and pull balls just to help me out, and I tried to keep them within the same color family. Those are like a cross between a rose gold, copper, and gold. That I had laying around, of course, because I wasn't going to add anything else. I didn't want anything else to take away from it. But again, these bad boys are getting shipped. She's not coming into the store to pick them up. So I did it this way. Here is a beautiful mica drizzle from Mad Mica's Copper Penny. I thought it would go with the whole maple syrup thing and just marry well together. Here comes the cup. Now, this is where that sun is going to come into play. It's not going to cut with my wire cutter, which is not something I anticipated. The moons cut beautifully, just like butter. They happen to have been wrapped up with saran wrap, which is something that I always do. I'm always keeping moons, circles, things like that through the column molds around. And I always keep them wrapped for some reason. This pour, I split up the suns and I kept one unwrapped. So I wanted to get that used right away. I have enough. The client ordered about a 12-pound batch of these. So I have enough suns and moons to make a 12 patch along with the eggs and the waffles. The Eggo waffles. But I chose to use the 1/2 of sun that I had noticed was not wrapped with the others. Now I've gone to the knife to cut, and it gets a little hard because, again, that embed was made some time ago, and it became brittle. If you see, it's a little chunky on the bottom. Again, client doesn't care about that. She's already seen the covers, the pictures, everything. So she's actually thrilled. So from here on out, I will go on and make the rest of the 12. Yeah, so I love the way the colors all married together. I really do. I'm really happy with that. What I'm not happy about is the gradient. Now, soap's a little hot. My oils were, if I remember correctly, roughly about, according to the paperwork that I have, 135 degrees. My lye was at 117, and I just went along with it because, again, my patience went out, and that lack thereof, I needed to pour it. I needed to move. I was done. It was late. I didn't want to stay here anymore. I was frustrated that the sun was not wrapped, and I knew that this was going to be a problem. I didn't realize it was going to be this much of a pain in the butt, but it's only 7 bars that are going to have this issue, so I'm okay with it. When I do this pour next for the rest of the 12 batch, which will be a 10 batch, I will make sure that my oils are at room temperature and my live water is at room temperature. I will not be soaping quite so warm. It could also be the combination of the fragrance oils, which is a custom blend that I made. It has notes, oh my God, it smells amazing. So of course this is the Wake and Bake CBD, right? So, you know, thinking of the munchies, waking up, first thing you do, right? So I chose to do like a breakfast soiree, which is what you can see on the top of the soap. And the scents consist of maple syrup, bacon a little bit, oat milk and honey is even in there, along with sandalwood, other notes of vanilla, a cake batter type scent, all mixed together for this incredible smelling bar. I mean, like, it really does. I'm smelling it right now. It smells incredible. Like, really incredible. I am definitely going to be stealing a bar of this, and I have a feeling Dara is going to be stealing a bar of this as well, because, like, this is just, I'm going to have to make extra. Most definitely. Thank God I have like 500 eggs made, but like, yeah, this is going to be a biggie, because this thing is heavenly. I really do wish that there was smell-o-vision, just like every other soaper out there, I'm sure, because it just, yeah, it's everything. This is everything. And I think I'm going to keep a small batch to the side when I make another one, just for the website. And in case anybody wants, it's going to be a limited edition. Probably I'll just do another one of these small batches, or maybe I'll just hold this one over and then just go with the 2 6-pound molds that I have instead of breaking it down. I don't know yet. We'll see. Because I don't like these cuts. They're not as uniform. And I know I still have yet to break and get a multi-bar cutter or even a single bar cutter, but I never make a standard soap size. I mean, I do, but I just don't work that way. And I really like the authenticity of cutting each bar by hand. I don't make thousands of bars at a time. So this works for me, and it's worked for me for years. So I don't know. Maybe someday I'll bend. The kids were going to do it for me for my birthday and get me the beautiful one from Good Speed or Good Cuts or something like that. But, you know, things are the way that they are, and it was rather uncertain. I love that. I love that gradient. I love the eggs. I love the gold Michael drizzle. Tell me what you think. Let me know. Which part's your favorite part? If you don't like it, let me know that too. Have you ever used a CBD soap? I'm not so sure about the validity, but I do like this bar. So, again, enjoy. I hope you got something.